Live from KSAT 12, the 6 o'clock news starts right now.
For the first time in 3 years, student loan payments back on this fall. The Supreme Court shot down President Joe Biden's plan to cancel student loan debt up to $20,000.
Our Camelia Juarez tells us what the president is now proposing.
I think that sucks. A lot of people are in a lot of debt.
Over 160,000 people in San Antonio applied for student loan forgiveness. That's according to data provided to Politico by the Department of Education. Many were hoping it would make a difference in their long-term finances. The forgiveness program would have canceled $10,000 in student loan debt for those making less than $125,000 a year, or an additional $10,000 forgiven for Pell Grant recipients.
It's after the pandemic. A lot of people were really focused on that and trying to, it's a pandemic. No one really has money right now to spend.
In a 6-3 vote, the Supreme Court ruled that the Biden administration overstepped its authority with the loan forgiveness plan. The majority of the justices say a federal agency cannot initiate new policies that have significant economic impacts without the permission from Congress.
You should go in knowing what to expect already and not have to rely on the government to pay for something, because as it is, I'm working hard for my buck. I have 6 kids to support, and it's tough.
This afternoon, President Biden says his administration is working on a new program that would cut borrowers some slack by removing the immediate threat of default. It's not a pause payment. If a borrower misses a payment over the next year, their credit will not be impacted. An idea in line with one San Antonio resident.
Reduce the interest rates, that will help the students so they don't pay hundreds and thousands of dollars extra for whatever they have taken.
Borrowers will need to start repaying their loans on September 1st. Camelia Juarez, KSAT 12 News.
Area lawmakers reacting to the Supreme Court's ruling. Today, Senator John Cornyn released a statement saying in part, quote, "I'm glad to see this disastrous policy struck down, and I urge Senate Democrats to work with Republicans on common sense solutions to make higher education more affordable," end quote.
And Representative Lloyd Doggett also reacting to the news. Doggett says in part, quote, "This decision will not deter our efforts to overcome GOP obstruction and make higher education more affordable while providing relief to Americans as they continue to bounce back from the pandemic," end quote.
Now to the Texas Supreme Court, where today justices ruled that Governor Greg Abbott's COVID-era ban on local mask mandates was lawful. The court's ruling that the governor had the legal authority to forbid local governments from requiring residents to wear masks. Several local leaders in Texas, including Mayor Ron Nirenberg and former Bexar County Judge Nelson Wolf, sued Abbott for blocking local governments from enacting their own mask mandates in 2021.
A woman shot and killed by 3 San Antonio police officers who are now charged with murder was laid to rest today. These are pictures of the service for Melissa Perez, shared to us from the attorneys representing the family.
She was 46 years old, and the family and that lawyer still working on a lawsuit and plan to file it in federal court. It was 1 week ago when officers were called to Perez's apartment after reports that she was tampering with a smoke alarm. The San Antonio police chief said Perez was going through a mental health crisis at the time. The 3 officers who shot Perez are on indefinite suspension from the department. 20 years in prison. That's the sentence handed down to a man found guilty in the death of Trinity student Kaylee Mandotti. The 19-year-old died of blunt force trauma in 2017. Mark Howerton, who was initially found not guilty on a murder charge, was convicted on the lesser charge of aggravated assault. The 20-year sentence, the maximum punishment. Mandotti's mother spoke to our cameras today, saying today's outcome closes one chapter of her daughter's story and opens the next.
I do want to help prevent similar crimes, but I haven't been able to tell the story properly because I've been under the witness rule all this time for 5.5 years. And so I'm finally going to be able to speak the way this needs to be spoken about to prevent it from happening again.
I bet she has a story to tell. I hope we hear it. Kaylee and Howerton were involved in what friends described as an abusive relationship. In a statement, Bexar County District Attorney Joe Gonzalez says Kaylee's death is a tragic reminder that domestic violence has devastating consequences. Howerton must serve half of his 20-year sentence before he's eligible for parole.
It seems nature was the backdrop for a late-night murder. San Antonio police are investigating a deadly shooting on one of the city's walking trails. A 27-year-old man targeted by two men with guns along the Leon Creek Greenway. As Katrina Weber reports, police believe that robbery was the motive.
The cooler morning air made the Leon Creek trails tough for some to resist. But tales of what happened here last night have others keeping their distance from this particular walk in the park.
They told me they heard gunshots last night, and we were going down to the store, and I live over here, like right down the street.
Debbie Eshelman drove up this morning to see if what she heard was true. San Antonio police say someone shot a man along the Greenway not far from the Border Brook trailhead. The victim, identified as 27-year-old Francisco de los Santos, died later at a hospital.
I was going to go walking that trail, too. Nope, not happening. Nope. I like my life.
No, I don't even come in here. I don't even walk in there at all.
While Alicia Herrera avoids the area, police say De Los Santos was walking the trail with a friend sitting on a cliff when two gunmen showed up just before 10 last night. Police say the men tried to rob him, then shot him when he resisted. They got away. Based on the sign, the trail technically was closed at the time of the shooting. Now, this also shows this is not the first time there have been gunshots here. It's full of bullet holes.
Very dark at night, like they need to put at least light, or they could put a gate too as well, so that nobody could go in there.
Early this morning, we saw park police making their presence known here. But for some people, it's still not enough. The murder has killed any plans they had to enjoy these trails. Katrina Weber, KSAT 12 News.
A body found along a street by paramedics, and tonight San Antonio police are investigating. SAPD says the paramedics found the man's body about 3 this morning on Rittiman Road and Melton Drive. That's on the northeast side. The paramedics told officers they saw a dark-colored sedan driving erratically on Rittiman. As the paramedics drove up to the intersection, that's when they saw the man's body in the street. Police believe the sedan may have hit him. No arrests have been made.
A fast food restaurant on the northeast side now temporarily closed after a fire late last night. This fire happened around 10:30 at a Wendy's in the 11,000 block of Perrin Bidle. The San Antonio Fire Department says the flames started behind the grill inside the wall there. The fire spread up to the attic, but firefighters were able to put it out quickly, and no injuries were reported. As Americans gear up for the 4th of July holiday, flight cancellations and delays threaten to disrupt some plans.
Yeah, our Jonathan Cotto joining us live now from the San Antonio International Airport. Jonathan, a lot of people heading out to various locations across the country for this Independence Day. How are things looking there right now?
Steve, you know, things here at the San Antonio International Airport are looking relatively calm. Now, earlier we told you there was a little over 30 delays here at the airport with only 2 cancellations. Since then, that number has climbed up to 56 delays, but still those numbers do not compare to what we're seeing across the country. Now, we know with the amount of people traveling this weekend, they are expecting the number to exceed pre-pandemic numbers. Now, we spoke to travel expert Katie Nastro with Going.com, who says it will be a record-breaking weekend for travel.
Over 4 million people are projected to fly. Just fly alone, over 51 million people are projected to travel in some fashion over the course of the weekend.
The Transportation Security Administration says today is the peak travel of the holiday weekend, with TSA screening a nearly 3 million people and roughly 17.7 million during the 7-day travel period. Now, Nastro says increased travel demand and challenging weather conditions have created a perfect storm for disruptions. Today, over 25,000 delays nationwide and over 1,000 cancellations. Now, Nastro says if you find yourself dealing with a delayed or canceled flight and the domestic line is busy, try calling the international customer service line. She also says booking a morning flight has a 25 percentage point higher on afternoon or evening flights. Now, we are learning one of the airlines impacted today is United. Now, again, the passengers and TSA says they are prepared to deal with the increase of passengers at every security checkpoint nationwide. KSAT 12 News.
Thank you, Jonathan. Hope most of the people got to their destinations already.
Yeah, I know. Not looking that way this evening. But taking a look outside with live cam for people who are staying. About beating the heat, Adam.
It is about beating the heat. Many folks going to the pools or even down to the beaches. Particularly Saturday, but 100 degrees officially the high temperature today, very briefly during the 3 p.m. hour. 105 the high in Cotulla. Del Rio, 103. Not as bad as a little closer to that in the days ahead. We'll be back to talk more about the forecast, but for tomorrow, we'll make it up to 99. It'll feel like it's 104. We'll see in a little bit with the current lake levels and that beach forecast in just a bit.
Thank you, Adam. Prison. The arrestee's attorney says he was released from a prison in Bastrop early this morning and taken to a halfway year sentence. In 2019, the arrestee was found guilty of 11 different felony counts related to money laundering and fraud. He was also ordered to pay more than $6 million in restitution.
Let's take a look at traffic out there right now. 281 at Encino Rio on the far north side here. It looks like traffic in both directions, even on the access road, which can certainly.
Ahead on the news at 6, if you're still looking for something fun to do with the kids this summer, the Briscoe has you covered. Find out more about the unique learning experiences this museum is offering this summer next. Here's what we're working on for you on the Night Beat tonight. The United States Supreme Court recently ruling in favor of a business to not create a wedding website for an LGBTQ couple, citing religious freedom. We're going to learn about the local reaction to this ruling at 10 o'clock. More tonight on the Night Beat.
Looking for something fun to do with the kids this summer? The Briscoe Western Art Museum has educational activities for kids and the whole family. Those activities are focused around science, technology, engineering, art, and math, or STEAM, as it's known. The program is part of the museum's Full Steam Ahead series. Museum officials there hoping kids get a learning experience they'll never forget.
If they come down and they see some great art, but then they do some art and really participate in this activity together, they're really going to remember that for a lifetime.
The activities at the Briscoe Museum are held on the first Sunday of every month, and they are completely free to take part in.
Brackenridge Park, a staple of San Antonio, but the history goes far beyond birthday parties, Easter, field trips. It's why the city is focusing on revitalizing and conserving the park. Sitting near the center of downtown San Antonio, the 343-acre park will soon get some much-needed attention and improvements. Right now, the Brackenridge Park Conservancy and the city planning what needs to be done to upgrade the park and improve sustainability.
Dates back to 12,000 years, but more importantly, 1,200 years ago when the Indians settled on the river at the Blue Hole. And so the history of this park really starts at the Blue Hole, the Spirit Reach, and it goes all the way down to Mission Espada.
The Brackenridge Park Conservancy says people who live nearby or operate businesses in the area will be a key part of this conversation. Some goals are to heal the park's ecology and protect its cultural diversity.
All right, let's talk about the weather, just how hot it's going to be. If you want to head out to a park, have water with you.
And get under the shady trees.
Yeah, and there's a lot of good
thing.
ones at Brackenridge just for that.
Exactly. I was thinking that as well. McAllister Park, very similar. And if you're headed to the beach this weekend, it's going to be the typical warmth, right around 90 degrees. But do note there will be a bit of a chop on the back bays, particularly on Saturday. Along the Gulf, seas are 3 to 4 feet on Saturday, but then drop a little bit closer to 2 feet by Sunday and Monday. The bays remain choppy. You get that midday and afternoon wind of 15 knots, and the water gets a little bumpy out there. Looking at area reservoir levels, Canyon Lake Reservoir 74% full. That's 13 feet below the conservation pool. Unusually low for Canyon Lake, but that's the part of our area that hasn't gotten as much rain as other parts of South and Central Texas. Medina Lake Reservoir 5% full, 83 feet below the conservation pool. Medina is notorious for major fluctuations and especially big drops during droughts. You look at Amistad, 39% full, that's 48 feet below the conservation pool. One indicator here that the heat high is loosening its grip is this shower and thunderstorm activity. West Texas, all the way into the Panhandle, stretching into Oklahoma and up the plains as well. It's good to see this activity returning, and I do foresee more of it in the days ahead, and maybe even we could get in on just a little bit of it. There's the upper level heat high. It's anchored right over Louisiana now. And notice these severe thunderstorm watch boxes. There's a little alleyway here, these ridge riders going up and around the top part of the ridge. That's where you get the thunderstorms and a little alleyway of storms. That's where it is now. Looking ahead to the rainfall potential over the next 7 days, the darker greens indicating higher potential, especially in the Panhandle and parts of North Texas. But even here, we could tap into a little bit of rain. I think better chances along the Gulf Coast when the sea breeze kicks in. But even locally, I do think we have a little bit of hope, a 20% chance. It's better than nothing. It's better than the past 3 weeks. So 20% chance starting on Tuesday for every afternoon thereafter that isolated activity could pop up, just brief isolated showers and storms. With the upper high moving out, the door's open for disturbances or tropical moisture. It's just we don't really see anything big moving our way. Chance of development 10% near Bermuda. That's very low end and likely to dissipate. And then we look to the Pacific because sometimes we get leftover mid and upper level moisture from those Pacific systems. Hurricane Adrian and Beatrice, they're headed west-northwest, but I don't think we'll get anything other than a few high thin clouds from Hurricane Beatrice as it weakens, moving toward Cabo San Lucas into next week. We already have some high clouds moving overhead. 99 degrees right now. Dew point is 65. It feels like it's 3 degrees warmer than the air temperature. Notice those heat indices not that much higher than the air temperature because we don't have as high of humidity anymore. These afternoon dew points are dropping. So in general, you look at the air temperature, 100 degrees Pleasanton, it feels like it's between 3 to 5 degrees warmer than the air temperature out there. Crazel Springs at 104 right now. There's the heat index, Cotulla 109, Pleasanton 105, feels like 104 in Gonzales. 99 our high tomorrow, mixture of sun and clouds, southeasterly wind at 10 to 15. A nice breeze out of the southeast, but if you have any outdoor plans and anything that could blow away like napkins and such, just be sure to anchor those down because the wind picks up in the afternoon. 98 for the high on Sunday and next week. I know the chances aren't the greatest, but it's at least some percentages and possibilities on there. Not terrible for July here in South Texas. And by the way, those high clouds we were talking about gave us that beautiful 22-degree halo around the sun today. You may have seen that. That's caused by the refraction of the sunlight through the ice crystals from the cirrus clouds.
Very cool. Thanks, Adam.
You know, a great way to anchor down your napkins.
Rocks.
Put it around your beverage.
Oh.
That sounds better than your suggestion. Adam, sorry.
All right, Wemby, talk to the media again today.
Yeah, so early last week, I believe, it came out, a report that he was not going to play with France at the 2023 World Cup. So today we got a chance to ask Wemby about that decision. Plus, in big game coverage, Ty Hawkins is committed to TCU. We go one-on-one with him coming up.
Really hard. It's because for me, my career is going to be as much with the franchise as with the national team. You know, there's titles to win with both, and missing the national team is just like missing a season with the Spurs. It's kind of crazy, you know.
Victor Wembanyama not repping France at the World Cup wasn't an easy choice to make in big board sports. Earlier this week, news came out that Spurs rookie Victor Wembanyama will not represent France at the 2023 World Cup. He's going to skip the tournament scheduled for August 25th through September the 10th, and that was a very tough decision for him, but most likely a necessary one due to all the basketball for him on the horizon. Today, during his media-availed Spurs practice facility, he was asked to explain why.
You know, I had a long season with the Mets 92. We're gonna have a long season with the Spurs, and there's the Olympics after that. And I just think that more than 2 years without rest is too big of a risk. You know, there's a really big events coming up like the Olympics that I really don't want to miss, and so to be able to be available for the national team for the next I don't know how many years, I feel like I need to miss this one.
Victor will also miss the California Classic that tips off July 3rd in Sacramento. Johnson Jaguars quarterback Ty Hawkins is one of the top QBs in the class of 2025, and recently he gave his verbal commitment to TCU. Last year as a sophomore, Ty passed for nearly 2,200 yards, rushed for 892 with 37 total touchdowns. He led the Jags to a 7-4 overall record and the first round of the Class 6A D1 playoffs. He's a four-star QB and certainly on the rise. Today we met with him to talk about his verbal commitment to the Horned Frogs.
I just love the school. I love the coaching staff and everything about it. I feel like making my decision a little bit earlier is a little different for most people, but I really like it, and I think I could stick with it for the rest of my years of high school. And then when I get to TCU, I'll be able to like build my team around me because I'm already committed, so I can try and get other people to commit also. So I think it's just like I think it's also like the perfect fit for me. Okay. Just their scheme that they run and our scheme we run at Johnson, it just fits.
So you don't feel it's too early for you to commit and you still have 2 years left in high school?
No, sir, I don't feel like it's too early at all. Okay. I feel like now that I'm committed, the bond with the coaching staff and the OC, Coach Bryles, and me is just gonna grow and get better and better, and with time it just like it's going to be good. Yes, sir.
Can you expand on that relationship with Coach Bryles? I read some stuff online that you two really connected.
Yes, sir. So when he came to the school for the first time, we talked. I really liked him, and he offered me then. And then when I took my visit, I really enjoyed him. Me and my mom loved him.
Ty says the recruiting process was kind of painful and that he's glad it's over with.
A lot of yes sir, no sir.
Very polite young man.
Yeah, very polite.
Yes.
I like that.
And a good quarterback as well.
Thank you,
Larry.
sir.
You're welcome.
Coming up next, Porto Picks. Stick around. All right, it is Friday. It is time for Porto Picks, a rundown with one of our favorite local influencers of all the wonderful things to do here in San Antonio this weekend. Stephanie Guerra, thank you as always for joining us on Friday. And I'm very excited about this first event.
Yeah, and like I was saying while we were in commercial, I'm pretty sure there's some conspiring going on between Stephanie and Myra, because there's liking the Golden Girls, then there's worshiping the Golden Girls. And Myra, she's got a B. Arthur altar.
Well, thank you for
I
being
hope
a
to
friend,
one day,
Myra.
Oh, you are so welcome. I hope to one day travel down the road and back again and dress like B. Arthur. I'm going to be a friend to you right now.
Oh, yes.
Because
great.
we got a mic issue here. I think you're fixed.
Hear me. That's all that we care about.
There
we go.
So let's talk about this Golden Girls thing.
So awesomely enough, this weekend at Woodlawn Point, there is a performance of Thank You for Being a Friend, a Golden Girls parody parade. So maybe we are poking fun at it, but we still love it. So who doesn't love the Golden Girls?
Yes.
Everyone loves the Golden Girls.
You love them. You've been forced to hear about them enough.
It's tonight through Sunday, and tickets are still available. You can look on Woodlawn Point's social media or website. But take your girlfriends or your guy friends and go check it out.
All right. I think are we still having mic problems with Steph?
Are we? It's on. Her
heat.
microphone's on. We've checked. I was a friend. You know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to step closer to you.
Well,
so we're going to talk about
Golden Girls over here.
Yeah, let's do it this way.
Come in, friends.
All right,
Come
so
on.
let's talk about something that's happening at the San Antonio Museum of Art.
Yes, so this kicks off this weekend a new exhibit called Still Brewing Art, and it is going to be this amazing historic to modern day exhibit of beer culture in San Antonio, because San Antonio Museum of Art used to be the Lone Star Brewery, right? The original Lone Star Brewery. So it still has a lot of the pieces there today, but they got a lot of local and regional artists to create beer-themed art specifically for this exhibit. It starts this weekend, but you'll be able to check it out for a while. You can look on San Antonio Museum of Art's website to find the exact dates. But the kickoff is this weekend. They have a lot of special events going on with it.
I like that. Beer-themed
We
art.
love the beer. Cheers.
Yeah.
See, there's something here for you, too.
Lone
We're
Star
talking beer culture.
It's more than
Pearl
Golden
beer,
Brew.
Lone Star beer, and now we have all these great new breweries also.
Okay, I'm here for this next one, too. A citywide coffee crawl.
Yeah, this sounds amazing and definitely worth waking up for. Over 24 coffee shops are participating in the crawl. You can buy a pass for $8 and get samples from as many locations as you can go to in that list of 24.
Oh, wow.
So it's being hosted by Big Vibes Art House. And I'm not going to name any of my favorite coffee shops, but I will say that this goes all over town because I don't want any hurt feelings. But there's so many great ones.
There are so
But you
many.
all can say your favorites if you want.
Can you give us well, I don't know who's participating.
Yeah, there's a lot of good ones.
Yes,
I'm afraid if I say one, it
It's
may not be on
24.
the list.
Listen, all of these coffee shops fuel this newsroom. I can tell you that much.
That's right. That's true. Well, maybe I'll see you there then, because
Okay.
I'm already feeling it. I need some more caffeine.
All right, we've got an When the Sun Goes Down with DJ Teardrop.
There's a lot of DJ names on here. So
Yes.
Is this one also for you?
For
This sounds like it's for me.
Okay, I
This is
thought
also
so.
another Golden Mijas event. It's all Latina DJ lineup at the Lighthouse Lounge. It's called When the Sun Goes Down. So I'm going to get this right. DJ Teardrop, DJ Danny Gal, DJ Suavecita, and DJ Heavy Flow. So
It's at the Lighthouse Lounge.
Lots of great Latina DJs, yes, at the Lighthouse Lounge over by Woodlawn Lake on Cincinnati. There's going to be a lot of like Chicano soul, oldies, dance, a lot of women-led music. It's going to be a really fun dance party. And you're right by the lake. You know, it's such a beautiful space to be right out there at Lighthouse Lounge.
Love
It's
it.
going to be a great event.
Yeah.
All right, we got more brews to talk about. Beats and Brews for this next event.
Yes, I know I mentioned this before, but I do think it's a really fun series out at Santico's in Cibolo. It's free in their beer garden, and the end of the series is tomorrow, and the guests are Autumn Michelle and Nikki Diamonds, which they are an amazing duo. They Americana, soul, country, Texas country. Nikki Diamonds was in a band called Lonely Horse, which was making it to a national stage for a while, Nashville, a lot of places. But that is a free show tomorrow at Santico's. And I know just yesterday there was some big news about Santico's, and they are expanding all over the country, and they're on track to be like the 8th largest movie theater,
Which is unusual when
in the country.
some movie theaters are shutting down.
Yes.
Shutting their doors.
Yeah.
They're expanding.
So they're adding on like 300 new theaters. I believe they bought some theaters from another group. But that's exciting because I love Santico's.
Yeah.
You bet.
All right, the official 4th of
Yes.
July celebration, the final thing we're
We
going to look
cannot
at.
forget about 4th of July.
No.
So on Tuesday, which is weird because people will be off Tuesday, not Monday, you can celebrate at Woodlawn Lake Park, close to the Lighthouse Lounge. All-day celebrations. Of course, we're going to have the military bands, local music. There's going to be a lot of actually water performances, things going on all day long, but it is officially put on by the City of San Antonio, HEB, and the San Antonio Parks Foundation. And that's where the fireworks will be, because everybody gets confused and still thinks that they're downtown at Hemisphere, but they will be over at Woodlawn Lake. So get there early. Take some lawn chairs, take your friends, and get ready to have a good time.
Yeah, and take some water and some sunscreen.
Yes.
Probably both good ideas
And
as
happy
well.
4th of July to everybody. 'Cause
Yes.
it's a great holiday to remember.
How's Papa Perot doing?
Papa Pearl is amazing,
Okay.
and he He loves you because of all the Father's Day things.
Well, that's why I'm giving him a shout out. That's why I'm giving him a shout out.
We need to bring him on someday. I think he'll really like that.
Yeah, he could be like your sidekick.
Yes, he would.
I like that.
He's a ham. He was in the fire department for City of San Antonio for a long time, and he always ended up on camera somehow. So we definitely got to bring him on.
So it runs in the family kind of a thing.
Very true.
That's where you get your shyness. Yeah.
Should we head to the lanai now?
Yes.
Okay. We'll see you
Bye,
later.
all. Happy 4th of July.
We'll be right back.